So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
They go play action with Wilson. And right away he lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Wilson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, this defense for the Cards, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver? And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
Play action. It's Wilson. Flushed out right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
On 1st down, Morgan. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Morgan.
And the Seahawks have got a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at the 4.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to. And his first carry, he loses the football. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Henning. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play fake. Murray. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And remember, these two teams met in Glendale earlier in the season with the Cards coming out on top. So a win here in Arizona would give them the season sweep.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Being chased out left. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end.
Let's go, baby.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Morgan. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-zip. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it. You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Check 56. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still
On 1st down, Henning. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A big connection on that one. 32 yards. 14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run on first down. Henning, and he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On second down, Henning, and he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. Now for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Here's Wilson. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Wilson will throw again. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Morgan. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, here's Hall. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Let's go, let's go!
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Well, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the visiting Cardinals who came away with the victory. So now they've got a chance here to sweep the season series if they can get the victory in Glendale. 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Forced out to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. So, CD, you talk about this football team, some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here, and then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Easy.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Oliver. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They fake the handoff, now Murray. Steps away, and a big loss here as he's taken down. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
And the Seahawks force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. On 1st down, Morgan. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. He couldn't escape the pressure, and they go backwards in a big way there on the sack. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
Pick up the ball. 56, Mike, 56. All day, baby, all day. 56.
Shotgun now from Murray. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A huge play there for Arizona.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. They run the counter. Henning. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession? And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one. And this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there.
And that's a second touchdown run of this game. And this one, add a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go. But how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Dancing to his left. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
First down, Murray. Buying time to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Jordan Brooks able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Let's go, D. Big series right here.
Murray now. Making the catch, this is the tight end, Oliver. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he stopped immediately there. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. To throw is Murray. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Now Murray. Flush to his right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Able to get there and pick it. And the Seahawks are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson. He'll find Metcalf.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. You normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And you can see in the next-gen stats, that one 62 yards in the air. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray, he's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man, complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 73 yards. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Let's go, baby.
Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Play action. Now it's Murray. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Murray now on first down. Being chased out left. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. And what are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance.
Touchdown! Rico Gafford with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Morgan. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Seahawks on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Morgan. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Morgan. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, Wilson. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from blocking.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Seahawks are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Now the try here for the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Seahawks 42, Cardinals 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. That catch good for only a couple. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
From the 27, Murray finds his tight end Oliver here outright. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. From just shy of midfield, Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to look deep for more. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cardinals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally. But here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to 9. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win.